How's it going? We have access to the brand new Hollowborn Vindicator preview class. So here's what it looks like and all the details on the class. Let's go over it. Okay, so right now you can test it out if you'd like. You need an active membership, so you can buy 1 month membership if you want to try it out. It's like 10 bucks. Or you cannot do that and just watch this video. So I'll show you everything you need to know about it. So if you do have a membership and you want to get it, you just go to shops, featured gear, and the class is available through here. Now, there is also a rare armor that is available right now and will only be available during the test. It's the tester armor, this one right here. So you got to buy it separately from the class. This class is going to just turn into a default like class, and the armor is going to disappear off this. So make sure you also pick up that separately, the armor. But yeah, so that's how you get it, and that's how I have it. So we'll go over some cool parts of it in a sec. If you want to start farming a class that is also available right now, you want to head to the Ultra Gremil Hub. Name's right there. So head there. It's in the game menu right now, just at the top. There are a couple of farming quests. They're both weekly. You have to do 4 weeks of the farming quests. And this is what the quests look like. This is the one without the Ultra stuff, and the other one is with Ultra. They actually updated a lot of the stuff here. You can see the Ultra one requires less stuff here, but they added some updates to like Grace Orbs and stuff like that. So some of them are easier to get. There's like different quests and stuff. I don't know if it's actually easier. They added some different Hollow Soul stuff. There's a design notes post about that. We're not going to go over that in this video, but some of that stuff they updated. So you might want to check the design notes. It might be preferable ways of getting some of that stuff. So yeah, it's in the shop here for the actual class. Hollowborn Vindicator. Here's what the actual class armor looks like. It's not the one you get from the membership thing. So kind of cool, actually. I haven't seen that on my character yet. It's not looking too bad, actually. I like that. So yeah, that's in there along with some other boosted items. You want some of that stuff. But yeah, we're not really going to go over that. Let's go over the actual. Oh, I didn't actually see these wings before. Those wings actually look kind of cool. Kind of blurry, but yeah, it's pretty sick, actually. Anyway, we're not looking at cosmetics. Well, actually, we are going to look at cosmetic first, because one of the coolest things about this class, makes it unique from other things, is the skill art and the animations are color custom to your eye color. So, as you can see, they're changing colors, which is really cool. So let's just make them like, what color we want to make them? Let's make them green. Why not? These are actually changing your animation colors as well, which is very, very cool. Let's just join a map like Lust, for example. It's a quick way to get to a mob. So here's what the animations look like. You have the 2 skill, which looks like that. You have the 3 skill, which in plain animation. Maybe it doesn't have an animation. I don't really go through all these, but that's the 2 skill. There you go. There's the 3 skill animation. Doesn't play always. 4 skill. Looks like that. It's a very laggy explosion. If you're in a room with a bunch of other people, you can see it frame by frame. It's a very laggy. And then the 5 looks like that. So yeah, pretty cool. And they change colors based on whatever color you have your eye color at. So that's very unique and fits the Hollowborn theme really well. So really like that. It's really good addition to it. Really nice little extra touch on the class. Okay, time to show what the class can do, and this is a very baseline. I got Spiral Carve on my weapon, and with luck, Wizard on the actual class, and then 2 luck on Keep and Home. So just very basic. You're not gonna get much out of this. So I have the Racist Bird and NSOD, of course. So you got the 50%, 51% from that, and then the Bird. Those compound on each other. So basically the skill rundown here, I'm not going to read all these skills, but your auto attack does some debuffs to your enemy. So that's cool. This one is going to apply grace. So this is like your stack. So you just want to stack this one. This one consumes your stacks to heal you basically. This one is going to do damage based on your stacks. Uses those stacks. The 5th skill buffs your damage, outgoing damage by 100%, buffs your crit chance and haste, and applies decay, getting all non-life stealing healing you receive. So this will remove healing from other. So say you have a Lord of Order that's healing you, you stop getting healing from any other players that are in your room. If you have this, which is a way to maintain your HP, because the lower your HP, the more damage you're dealing. So you want to refrain from burning your stacks on healing. You want to use your stacks on your force skill, unless you need the health, basically. So because the lower your health, the more damage you're doing with the class. I might have explained something wrong here. Make sure you double check and read the skills yourself. I've been known to not always get things perfectly accurate, but I think what I explained there is about right. If you want just like a quick rundown on how the class functions. So we're going to auto attack and just basically avoid using the 3 skill. Should fist skills up, and that is going to do this. Watching our HP the whole time. Should 5 skills up, and once we get to kind of a lower HP, like we're right now, we heal up a bit. And we're not receiving any damage, so it's kind of risky to play like this, unless you, unless you know that you're not really receiving a lot of damage. And yeah, so you see, we hit almost 20,000 on a single hit without any boosts, really. Just normal gear, no crazy enhancements, no dauntless. Yeah, 19. Yeah, we're hitting very consistent 20Ks. Basically, we're sitting at a very uncomfortably low HP though. You'll notice that. So you very much have to balance out what you're doing. People probably want to see the battle analyzer. I should probably turn it on. So you really have to pay attention to that HP, or you can just spam it out and you'll get decent. I was getting just spamming it out. I was getting 10k DPS with like no special enhancements, so that's not bad. But just spamming the skills like could do a lot worse for a class, to be honest. So to go again with the actual battle analyzer going, I want to use the 5 skill right away and not in the order I'm doing it, and I accidentally clicked my skill there, my heal. Oh well, that'll wear off pretty quickly. Okay, this is not a great showcase of it. And you could probably get better base enhancements too. I was doing better with the wizard, to be honest. Full wizard. I was trying full luck for this, because the visuals look better on the luck, but I think the actual damage might have been better on wizard. But yeah, I was getting 10k just like fully spamming out my skills. I don't know why it's lower now, but yeah, if you have the proper boosts and stuff, I could see this class being very good. It's definitely not a slouch or anything, and having the color custom skills is really cool. The class art itself, actually, not a bad class art. Overall, my thoughts on the class are very like neutral. I'm not really crazy about the class design. Having the low HP, we're getting up there. The low HP for higher damage isn't my favorite mechanic in this game out of all the class mechanics they do. But you know, you might like it. It's kind of like an upgraded version of what Soul Cleaver, I think, is the old one. That class, that's a cool class. It's a cool Legion class from back in the day. But so this is like basically an updated version of that. The Hollowborn art slapped on top of it. Yeah, so yeah, not too bad. Now the actual farm for this class is kind of bad. I did it for a little bit, part of it, if you want my opinion on the actual farm, and it was, I don't know if it's worth it for the class. Like maybe if you have dauntless or something unlocked and you want to be using that for the class, it might be very, very good, like way better. I'm showcasing here. People in my chat were saying they're getting like 30k DPS or something with dauntless. Don't quote me on that, but something like that. So pretty high numbers as far as DPS goes. So yeah, not too bad. Animations look nice. Everything about it's pretty nice. I don't really have anything bad to say about it, but at the same time, it's not really wowing me, or not really like crazy about it or anything like that. So yeah, just kind of middle of the road if you want my thoughts on that. And yeah, that's what I think of the new class. So that's about all I have to say. We probably go over the actual thing again. If we go back to the Ultra Ball sub. So the actual class itself is 4 of the Grace from this quest. I think this quest takes too long to do personally. I got up to today. I farmed 370 of the 400 grace orbs, and I think that took me, if you want a time frame for how long that took, it was about it was like 2.5 hours, I think, to get 370 out of 400. Like maybe less than 2.5. It was about 2 hours. If you take away some of the inefficiencies I was doing, you probably run it down to about 2 hours. So 2 hours for that. And then, of course, you gotta get 300 of these, you get 100 of those, 200 of that, 1,500 of these, which is doesn't take that long. It's probably less time than the 400 of these, to be honest. I don't know what the desk power comes from. That might be difficult to get. I don't know. But just one of them taking 2 hours and having to do that. So I imagine even in a perfect scenario, this is taking you 5 hours to do this. 5 hours, so 5 hours times 4, 20 hours to get this class. It's probably going to be more than 5 hours. It's probably going to be 6 to 8 hours, probably closer to 8 for this whole thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's probably between 6 to 8 hours to do this. That times 4, it's a lot of time. A lot of time for a class. So may or may not be worth it depending on you. It's definitely going to be faster to do it with the this, which someone probably already typed a comment out about that. So Insignia is probably going to be faster. People have already beat the boss with Insignia. Some of the chat said they beat it with 3 VHLs and a Lord of Order. So I think everyone was like taunting to do that. I don't know what the strat is right now. There's probably a video uploaded on YouTube already about that if you're watching this. So Google that and you'll probably find someone with a method to do it. Probably a Reddit post or something already on that too, I'd imagine. So check the AQWorlds Reddit. Probably something on there about this. So this looks way better. Like you only need 20 grace orbs instead of what 400 on the other one. Like they always make the non insignia way like just way too much. Because they really want you to do the ultra boss, I guess. So yeah, it's a way, like you only need 75 hollow souls. Like yeah, the insignia way is definitely way faster. So do that. I wouldn't do the non-far. I wouldn't do this. Like they always take the piss on this. As that I don't know why I said that, but that phrase works here. Like they're out to lunch on the non-insignia route. The amount of time it takes. Like you beat the ultra boss, it takes you like, even if you're messing up, it takes you like an hour to do an ultra boss. Like worst case scenario. Takes you like 8 hours to do this. Like that's, I don't know how they come up with that, but anyway, that's all. My little rant on them basically forcing you to do the ultra bosses and giving you the they falsely give you an alternate path that no one takes unless they're botting basically, which is just lame. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. I don't know why I'm so negative at the end here, but yeah, cool class. I really like the animations, the art for it's really good. The class itself is pretty cool if you like the low HP style. Not big on that style, so I'm not really like enthused to want to go and farm it or even do the ultra boss or anything for it. So yeah, if you're into it, you're into it. It's kind of cool. Get a membership if you want to test it out yourself. And that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, leave your comment down below if you tried out the class and you like it or not. Let me know in the comments if you found any cool combos or enhancements people can try out in the comments. Check those. Leave that down below. Love to read that, and I'll see you next one. Peace.